Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
And that's definitely the way you get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab for Josh Allen. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 5.
No gain on the play. 46. 3rd down and 5.
Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. The Cowboys will go. Prescott, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. First down, here's the run with Cook. Pushes past him and just shedding him off there. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Hines is in. Touchdown, Bills. Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Touchdown! Khalil Shakir, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Cowboys nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open. Leaves your hands.
21-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll run left with Pollard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Now Prescott going to change the play. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
47.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a second and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will back now in Arlington, 2nd and 11 now. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Alert! Alert! What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for the Cowboys.
A give to Pollard running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A gain of a yard.
Throwing. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
A gain of 5. It's
Hey,
fourth down.
kill. We're going to 54. Why here?
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
There he goes, left side. 158 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.